Happy Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. Welcome to our second edition of our bi-monthly market activity report. We're going to do something a little bit different this week. Normally, we compose this nice little video with information, need to know things about the housing market, but there seems to be a lot of confusion, unmet expectations, dare I say, stark or dramatic misunderstandings about what's going on in our local housing market these days. So I'm going to do a monthly market minute. There are some significant takeaways from this, or there are some things that are of significance and need to be taken away from this. The first of which is the market has shifted dramatically since April 2022. We are not in a maybe seller's market. We're not in a neutral market. We are in a buyer's market, and values have fallen. The days of picking any old price, throwing it on the market, hoping that it sells, fishing, aspirationally pricing, realtors telling you what they want, what they feel you want to hear just to secure a listing in the hopes that it sells, those are gone. We're in a skills-based market. Only the most skilled realtors are going to survive. 70% of realtors did not sell a home in 2024. The average realtor used to sell 2 to 3 homes per year. Now they sell 1.66. Why is that? Because they have never sold homes in a normal market. They've only sold homes in a market where they could pick any price, the home would still sell, i.e. tell you what you want to hear. So I'm going to share the screen real quick, and we're going to look at some key data, and then I'm going to have some cliche sayings to give you to wrap up this video. So let's take a look at what's going on in our local market at the moment. So in the past 7 days, there have been 2,382 homes that have gone on the market locally. Seems like a lot of homes. There's 2,251 homes that have gone to contract. So for all those homeowners out there that think the market's terrible, nothing is selling, the world's going to end, we need to wait until interest rates go down, respectfully speaking, you're wrong. Homes are still selling. Just like when the housing market crashed between 2004 and 2009, we'd sold homes almost on a daily basis. They just might have sold for less. And if you're not committed to doing what the market tells you you need to do to sell it in today's market, that's okay. Don't even put it on. But if you don't, you have to ask yourself this question. Are you willing to wait 3 to 5 years while a market finishes going down? Because what goes up, the higher the highs, the lower the lows. What goes up must come down. We're coming down right now. And if you're not happy with prices today, I can assure you, you won't be happy with prices tomorrow because they have to keep going up the other side when we hit bottom. We're not at bottom yet. So back to this information. There are, like I said, 2,251 properties have gone to contract, so buyers are still buying. 1,989 properties in the past 7 days have closed, meaning the buyers have taken ownership. The most significant statistic of all here, though, not what has gone on the market, not what has gone to contract, and not what has sold, but what have prices done. One of my cliche sayings, if the price isn't compelling, the home is not selling. Then you only get one chance to position a home correctly when you enter onto the market. And if you don't blow your competition out of the water, all your home is going to do is sit on the market, grow stale, develop a bad reputation, and the values are going down. So if the market was here and it's going down, and you positioned here out of the gate, it's a sliding scale. But the market's going to keep going down as you reposition your price, and eventually when you finally self-discover that the market has passed you by, you're going to have to go significantly lower to catch it. It's like chasing a falling knife. You're going to get hurt. So there have been 5,117 price reductions, i.e., 5,117 homeowners have self-discovered the market is telling us no. Why is that significant to you as a property owner thinking about selling? And this, I don't take pride or joy in having these conversations, but these are the conversations that must be had to set a realistic expectation in today's market. All of these sellers are chasing the market down with price reductions. Had they positioned correctly from day one, or been quicker to hear what the market is saying, because the market always speaks, it's a question of whether you're going to listen or not. If they would have been faster to listen to the market, they would have been able to eliminate some of the collateral damage. But everyone's chasing it down right now. So what does this mean in summary? Well, I'm going to share one more chart with you. Home values, and this is just Manatee, Sarasota County. We service 8 counties. So got a lot of data to go over, but on average, property values have gone down by about 11.3% from last year. So what does this mean for you all? What this means is, every day you're not positioned correctly, your home may inevitably end up selling for considerably less in a month or 2 months or 3 months whenever you finally get to that position. So it's a question of which one of two pains you want to endure, as many of my clients have heard me say before. Pain number one, you do what the market's telling you need to do. Position it correctly and aggressively and appropriately based on what the market is saying, even if you don't like it. But you get it sold and you move on with your life. That's pain number one. Pain number two, you don't do any of that. You don't listen to what the market is saying. You keep your home, and that's okay. If you don't need to sell it, you keep it. But be willing to keep it for a minimum of 3 to 5 years while the market finishes going down and then takes the average appreciation in a normal market of 3% per year to climb back out. We've already gone down by 11%. In a normal housing market, we see 3 to 5% appreciation a year. So if we lose another 5%, say, that's about 15, 16%. Let's call it 20. If 20 is rock bottom, 20 divided by 3 to 5% a year, you're looking anywhere between 3 to 5 years before you will be able to consider making a move again if you're set on a price that you close to what you can get today or more. Does that make sense? The good news is, like we just showed you, homes are still selling. Over 2,000 homes have gone to contract in the past 7 days, so buyers are saying yes. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you committed to selling in today's market, or are you just interested? If you are only interested, then you may want to keep the house. But if you are committed, position it aggressively and appropriately according to what the market is saying, and I guarantee you, your home will sell, and it is still possible to get multiple offers, especially in a market that's declining. Buyers are looking for the very best values right now. They're not looking for the homes that have been sitting on the market stale for 180 days chasing the market down price reductions. And if they are looking at those, what do you think they're going to offer on them? Pennies on the dollar. So hopefully this helps. It's a little bit longer than a minute, but it's a message that, in my humble opinion, more realtors doing their clients a true service, a value add, and not a disservice, need to have with their clients. And I won't put my clients at a disadvantage by not having these conversations. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your month, a very happy Independence Day. When we can be of service to you, you please give us a call. Have an amazing night.